Welcome, juniors, to your 7th College Readiness webinar on building your concrete next step list, part 2. This is the time of year where college readiness action items are going to kick up a notch, like we mentioned in the last webinar. So here we go. Remember that you can pause the video wherever you want to take the time that you need in order to process what you are hearing. So today we are going to continue to build our concrete next step list. We're going to get a summary of what we discussed in the last webinar. We're going to talk about the college list mindset. We're going to show you all how to search your college list, important factors to consider as you are creating your list. We're going to debrief with our mentor group, and then we are going to work on our action items for the rest of the block. So as a reminder, moving forward, we will focus on how to create a 4-year college list that best fits your needs. We expect all Summit students to have a college list as one of their next step options. In the end, we will have additional resources for those of you who have also been thinking of alternative pathways. So as of today, you chose a career option that matched your interests. You might have presented that to your personal advisory board and your mentor. You prioritized your best fit factors, what is important to you as you think about your next step. You explored Overgrad's college search function, and you even chose some sample questions that you wanted to discuss with your financial advisors and even your mentor group. So as you start to build your college list, we want you to keep a few things in mind. You have the opportunity to reach your dream schools. Your work today will determine your junior and senior grades. Colleges look for students to maintain and or improve grades over time. They look for students that can do that. Your GPA is just one aspect of a college list. Remember the best fit factors. You want to take all of this into account. GPA is just one of the things that they look at. Remember to have a strong list. A strong list is a well-rounded list. So senior year, we'll discuss more about what a reach, what a target, what a likely school is. But we always recommend to have at least 1 or 2 reach schools where your GPA is lower than the average, but it is your dream school, and if you were to be accepted, like that's where you want to go. Your target schools are the schools where your GPA is a match. The average GPA is a match with other students that have been admitted to that school. A likely school is where your GPA is above the average, so you know you have a high chance of getting in. And we also recommend to have safety campuses, especially a financial safety, where you know for sure you will be admitted. And if you do get admitted, you'll be able to afford it. And do your research. Remember, just because it's popular, just because friends are going there, just because your parents attended there, or a celebrity that you are very excited about joined that campus, does not mean that it will be the best fit for you. So remember your passions and your interests, and we want to align those with what our next step is going to be. So before we get started on making a college list, we're going to review on how to use Overgrad. In this video, you will learn how to search and find colleges that are matched to your interest and academic profile. You can have as many colleges as you want in your interested list. If you log into Overgrad now using your Summit email and password, you can follow along as you watch the video.
In this video, we are going to learn how to follow colleges in Overgrad. You can log into Overgrad using your Summit email and password to follow along. When you open Overgrad, you will first see your profile. This will show you some academic information, including your most recent GPA. To follow a college, you'll want to go to Search Colleges, and this will take you to the University Search page. Here you can see a variety of fit factors that are on the left-hand bar. Let's walk through an example. Harry is interested in a four-year college, so we'll click on school type, public, and private four-year. The next most important factor to him is loans. He wants to go to a school where he won't have a lot of loans. So we're going to go to net price, which is the price that the college will cost after financial aid has been taken into account, and click on 30,000 or less. Next, graduation rate is important to him. So he clicks on graduation rate and selects 70% or higher. Finally, location is important. He wants to go to school in either California or Washington. So we can click on the states that we're interested in, California, and scroll down to Washington. Now that we have these criteria, we can click on search. 21 schools pop up that fit Harry's best fit interests. If you want information on a college, click on the college's name, and you will be brought to its main page. Here you can find more details on cost, demographics, majors, and graduation rates. In this example, the average cost per student is $23,820, and 45.7% of the demographics are female. I like what I see, so I'm going to follow this college on Overgrad by clicking follow this university on Overgrad. When I click on the applications tab and click view applications, I can scroll down to the bottom and now see that California Institute of Technology is one of the schools that I'm following. This is going to be my preliminary college list once I add more schools to it.
So like the video mentioned, as you start to follow colleges that you're interested in, you'll start seeing them on your profile. So on the college profile page, we want you to pay attention to the graduation rates. We recommend that you want to find schools with a minimum of 50%, and 70% is even better. Avoid schools with a graduation rate less than 49%. Overgrad shows you the average graduation rate of the schools compared to national graduation rates, and it also breaks it down by ethnicity. Another major factor is average indebtedness. You do not want to be the person with $100,000 in debt on graduation. Try to choose schools with an average debt of less than $30,000 because that's been found to be a manageable amount of debt that can be paid off within 10 years of graduation. In the last webinar, we talked about the data analysis tool in Overgrad. You can analyze your list by clicking into My Future, then My Colleges, and it'll bring up the list of the schools that you are following. And if you click Analyze My College List, it will pull up a detailed report that will compare your colleges by location, by size, net price, and graduation rates. So play with the data, have fun with it, but ultimately you want to choose schools that match your career interests, your passions, and where you can actually see yourself attending for 4 to 6 years. Talk to your mentors and people you trust to make sure your list is a good reflection of you. Once you follow at least 5 colleges in Overgrad, you will be able to use the option to analyze your college list. So if you just follow 1 or 2 schools, you won't see the list. But if you follow five or more campuses, you'll be able to see the analysis tool. All right, so we heard a lot, we saw a lot. Now is the time to debrief with your mentor group. What did you hear? Why is the work important? What did this make you think about? And what questions do you have? You can pause the video here. Welcome back. I hope you all discussed how to use Overgrad, what you will consider one of your best fit factors, how to use the Analyze tool, Hopefully you all got to discuss all of that. One thing we would like to bring up is Pathway to College Night Part 2. We highly encourage all 11th graders, especially 11th graders, to join us at Pathway to College Night Part 2. We will be providing an overview of how to support your students, so your parents are more than welcome in preparing for college. Hear more about financial aid, highly selective colleges, managing stress during the college process, how to be a well-rounded applicant, college fit, and more. Join us on February 9th from 6 to 7:30. Your school should have sent out invitations. If not this week, then next. You'll hear about it, and there should be a Zoom link, or if it's in person, you will hear more information about it. But just as a reminder, please join us. You will hear from the college readiness team the different workshops on all of these, and we will have each workshop available online for you to click into if you weren't able to attend. So that will be available to you as well. So for the rest of your SDL block, work on these action items. One thing that we highly encourage you all to do right now is to bookmark the Overgrad how-to. It is a resource, literally how to use Overgrad, and it's the tinyurl.com/overgrad how. It's also located on our college readiness website. Second, we want you to follow at least 5 colleges. And remember, that is through your Overgrad under My Future, My Colleges, and you can analyze your list. If you're finished early, you can explore the college readiness website. Tons of resources for you and your family. If you're thinking of alternative pathways apart from a 4-year college, please explore these additional resources that we have provided for you all. If you have questions during the block, chat us at collegereadiness@summitps.org. If you have questions outside of the block, please email us. And as a reminder, office hours are on Wednesday. If you want to discuss alternative pathways with the college readiness team, we will be available to discuss with you. And that is next Wednesday from 8:30 to 9:50. And you should get an invitation in your Google Calendars from the college readiness team to join us if you have any more questions. Thank you.